Hello. April is Autistic Awareness Month, and the painting I'm doing in the background will be done over 4 videos, and it is about how I interpret my autism. It's called Born into Captivity. This letter is about a trait associated with autism. Dear Alexithymia, in the past I have been accused of being rude, off the beaten track, cheeky, stupid, and received a few punches in the face. As a child, I was beaten until I could not scream. Apparently humans convey volumes of emotional information non-verbally using facial expression and body movement. So do many animals. While strong emotions are shown by behaviours like laughing and crying. However, I have learnt through my schizophrenic mother and others, indicators like that are not reliable. For example, people tend to laugh when they find something funny, but some people also laugh or snigger when they are uneasy, mean, or smarmily triumphant. So one still needs the spoken word to be certain one's feelings are stated properly. As a person with Asperger's, I am sometimes too blunt for others as I speak as I see things without shades of grey. It is called Alexithymia. This personality trait is a difference in how one understands and interprets emotions, especially one's own. It has taken a lifetime of reading, observing and counselling to find the right words to describe my feelings. Sometimes I still do not understand what is happening to me, leading to unexpected emotional states after the event. For example, it took a breakdown to discover I had Asperger's syndrome. I had the diagnosis from 3 clinical psychologists and a costly psychiatrist. It got that bad. One might think alexithymia was a mental illness. No, it is more common than is known. I use sudden language and agitated emotional states which I am unaware of. When talking about events, people accuse me of outbursts I do not remember. People accuse me of insensitivity when all seems well. I cannot explain well my own or understand others' emotional states. My non-verbal signals appear stiff. I do a lot of blank staring. Many like to interpret me as rude, insensitive and aggressive. These reactions from others have distorted my use of language. Now I am ambiguous about emotive topics, especially if I'm dealing with overly emotional people whom I find perplexing. My alexithymia has taught me to protect myself by going cold. I do not gauge the atmosphere well and people will talk rudely while walking over me. Deflection is strong in me. To save any potential embarrassment, I will change the subject. Distraction is good. Being bluntly honest or lying is where the alexithymia trait can go haywire. Lying is not something I do well. I learned as a kid that people read me and I would suffer, and it does not make me feel right. Unluckily, the truth, as we see all the time in this politically sensitive world, invites trouble. My feelings are somewhere over there and they take time, even years, to construct themselves into a narrative, hence these letters. I have found serious trouble in different settings, certainly lost relationships because I could not describe how I felt when I was in someone's firing line. The worst times is being set up by unscrupulous types who want something I have or are attacking me for my inability to interact with woeful people. I remember as a kid grinning madly with smashed teeth after I'd been pulled from a deep well I had fallen into. The adults around me were furious and there I stood with blood pouring down me, smiling away like a mad Cheshire cat. I just did not know what to do or say. Even after I was abused as a young adult, it took years for me to process the injury done to me. Even as a mature adult, I have walked into closed situations with eyes open, shut off from the feelings within and around me. The memories now trudge on haunting my night vigil. People yelling at me will cause me to freeze and I cannot save myself. Others always take the high ground and believe I am purposely refusing to cooperate, so I must be a liar or a troublemaker. In many situations, I do not know how I am feeling, but I still find myself being judged by others' unfathomable standards to which I will be held. My face is not a good guide to my feelings. I may be reacting to sore feet rather than your outrageous running commentary on whatever. Do not decide you know another when they cannot express their feelings. They could be autistic. I just do not make the same connections between feelings and words. My view of the world is different, and I have Asperger's and I have Alexithymia. If I do not understand you, then just leave me alone. It would be appreciated. Robert, thank you for listening.